Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Co-parenting isn't the easiest thing in the world to handle. Tons of celebrity couples struggle with the hardships of co-parenting every single year. Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules are now currently dealing with the drama that comes along with sharing a child with someone you're no longer romantically connected to. Brittany and Jax announced their separation in February 2024. She didn't file for divorce until August 2024, though. Here's what their last awkward run-in was like when they crossed paths at their son's daycare center. Brittany and Jax share a 3-year-old son named Cruz. They saw each other at Cruz's daycare center in Los Angeles on Wednesday, and the weirdness was caught on camera. Brittany's face looked visibly annoyed as she interacted with Jax. At one point, it looked like Brittany was storming him off away from Jax with her arms crossed. Jax followed her and kept talking. Brittany started scrolling on her phone as a way of showing him she didn't care what he was saying. It was as if Brittany was trying to show him she was too bored to hear him out. One of the big rumors that's been swirling about Brittany and Jax's relationship drama is that he was cheating on her while they were together. One thing we do know for sure is that Brittany has casually been dating Julian Sensley since she became a single woman. Page 6 reported that story when it first broke on October 8, 2024. Fans of Vanderpump Rules and The Valley have been chiming in with their thoughts about the drama Brittany and Jax are facing right now. Tons of viewers think they're better off without each other since their relationship has been riddled with so much toxicity. Here's what some fans have been saying about the ordeal on Reddit. Do you think Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor will ever reconcile? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Allie Johnson loves reality TV. She can't believe she was able to find a job writing about it. Allie has been doing this for 2 years. It was a sunny Thursday morning in Los Angeles, the kind of day that promised warmth and joy. But inside the bustling daycare, the atmosphere was anything but serene. Parents dropped off their little ones, exchanging pleasantries and hurried smiles. But the tension in the air was palpable as Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor entered the scene. Brittany had always dreamed of being a mother, and now, watching their son, Cruz, toddle around the bright, colorful space filled with laughter, toys, and a flurry of activity, her heart swelled with pride. But lurking beneath that pride was a thin veil of anxiety. Jax, on the other hand, was wearing a facade of calm. But Brittany could sense the tension beneath his surface. Their recent arguments had cast a shadow over what should have been a joyous moment. As they navigated through the maze of play equipment and excited toddlers, Brittany stole a glance at Jax. His jaw was set, his eyes scanning the room as if he were looking for something, or someone. It was a look she recognized all too well, one that usually preceded an outburst or an awkward confrontation. "Can you try to relax a little?" she whispered, her voice barely above the din of laughter and chatter. "I'm fine," he replied tersely, not meeting her gaze. Brittany sighed, knowing that fine was often Jax's way of deflecting. She turned her attention back to Cruz, who was now enthusiastically stacking blocks. Brittany's heart melted as she watched her son's little hands expertly balance the colorful shapes. This was what mattered most to her. This moment. This joy. Yet the tension between her and Jax seemed to siphon some of that joy away. As the morning unfolded, Brittany busied herself with helping the caregivers arrange snacks and engage the kids in a playful circle time. She exchanged smiles with other parents, trying to drown out the unease with the vibrant atmosphere. But Jax was elsewhere, lingering at the edge of the room, a brooding figure amidst the laughter. After a while, Brittany caught Jax's eye. He was speaking to another dad, but his body language was rigid. She could see the frustration brewing. As the other father walked away, Jax approached Brittany with an intensity that sent a ripple of anxiety through her. "We need to talk," he said, his voice low and urgent. "Now?" she asked, glancing at Cruz, who was blissfully unaware of the tension building between his parents. "Can it wait until after drop-off?" Brittany felt her heart race. They had already been through so much: battles over finances, differing parenting styles, and unresolved feelings from their past. She didn't want to argue here, in front of the caregivers and other parents. But Jax's eyes held a seriousness that made it impossible to ignore. "Fine," she said, her voice steady despite the storm inside her. "Let's step outside." They made their way to the courtyard, where the cheerful sounds of children faded into the background. The bright sun fell hot against her skin, and she could sense the weight of the moment. "What is it?" she asked, crossing her arms defensively. "I just don't think we're on the same page," Jack said, frustration lacing his words. "You keep telling me to lighten up, but you don't see how much pressure I'm under." Brittany felt her stomach knot. "And you don't see how much I'm trying to support you. I'm the one managing everything, the cruise, while I what?" He interrupted, his voice rising. "While I'm working to provide for us. It's not easy for me either." Brittany took a deep breath, trying to keep her composure. "I know it's not easy, Jax, but we're supposed to be a team. You're not the only one struggling." The silence that followed was heavy, each of them lost in their own thoughts. Brittany could see the vulnerability in Jax's eyes. He was hurting and perhaps a little lost. But how could they bridge the gap that seemed to grow wider with each passing day? "I just want us to be happy," he finally said, his voice softer. "I want Cruz to grow up in a loving home." Brittany nodded, feeling a lump rise in her throat. "Me too, but we need to communicate better. This isn't working." "I get that," he said, running a hand through his hair, a sign of his growing frustration. "I'm just scared. Scared that I'm going to mess everything up." Brittany reached for his hand, grounding them both. "We'll mess it up together, and that's okay. But we can't keep shutting each other out." Jack sighed, the tension in his shoulders easing slightly. "You're right. I'm sorry for how I reacted. It's just things have been tough." "I know," she replied softly, squeezing his hand. "We'll figure it out. Together." As they stood in the sunlit courtyard, a sense of calm began to settle between them. It wasn't a solution, but it was a start, a reminder that despite their struggles, they were still in this together, bound by love for each other and for Cruz. Just then, a shrill laugh echoed from the daycare, breaking the moment. They exchanged a knowing smile, one that spoke of understanding, love, and the challenges of parenthood. With a renewed sense of hope, Brittany and Jax walked back inside, ready to face whatever the day and their journey had in store for them, together.